Okay, so let's imagine that this is your works cited, and there are a lot of different sources, and they're all formatted properly, but it looks an absolute mess. Here's how to handle that. So I'm going to select all of my sources, and the first thing I'm going to do is go up here in the spacing and add the space after paragraph. That means that after every time I added a line break, it's going to add a little space, and that puts a natural little space between all of my sources. The next thing I'm going to do is something called a hanging indent. And that's going to allow us to see the first author really clearly at the beginning of every line. So one way we can do it manually, we can bring it in, we can bring the entire, see how there's a blue triangle and a blue rectangle up here. If we bring both of them over a half inch, that brings all the paragraphs in. If we take the blue rectangle, we bring it back to 0, then that just takes that first line back to 0 and everything else is indented. That's called a hanging indent. A quick way to do that, if you don't want to do it manually, if you go to the format, align and indent, and you go to indentation options, you can set a hanging indent at 1 inch, let's say, and then you get this like nice hanging format, and we can see every single author, and it looks really clean.